Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this product called Unless to dynamically change your website based on all sorts of different parameters about your incoming traffic. So stay tuned for this. Hey everybody, this is David with Tech Smart Boss here with another video. We're going to take a look at this product today called Unless.com. And what they allow you to do is alter your website dynamically based on all different sorts of parameters. I mean, basically, it's about hyper personalization. Now, I've talked about in the past how I always encourage segmentation when it comes to how you market and pitch to your users, your customers, your leads. Because if you can get the right message to the right person at the right time, you're going to have a better conversion rate. Go out and listen to episode 38. If you go out to soundcloud.com/, Tech Smart Boss, you'll find our podcast. You can find them on iTunes and Google Play and Stitcher and all those places too. But listen to episode 38 when I talk about setting up a framework for marketing segmentation. And I think just recently, let's see, episode 48, I talk about how to scale and automate your business without losing the personal touch. So I'm always talking about how you want to leverage your knowledge of what your users are doing on your website to kind of personalize it and give them the right message at the right time. And that's what Unless is all about. It's about, sending based on the time of day or the location where a person is coming from or the type of device or even the weather or the behavior, if they're a repeat visitor or not, or you could pass dynamic injected parameters. I won't get into too much detail about that, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to set it up on a live website here on my TechSmart Boss website. So now if you go to my TechSmart Boss website by default, right here on the home page, you'll get this Join Now button. If I click that, that's actually a lead pages, that's a lead box from lead pages. And it gives you, pops up a little lead box. You put in your name, your email, your subscribe, and that's pretty nice. Now, let's say you're a repeat visitor or you're coming from somewhere else and I want to give you a different call to action. I want to do something different. Maybe I want to give you a different message. I want to give you a different call to action. How can I do that dynamically? Well, that's where Unless comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a web page. I'm going to set this up from scratch and show you how I'm going to do this. So let's go ahead and add in TechSmartBoss.com as the web page here. So now what this is saying is all traffic that comes to that particular URL, TechSmartBoss, what do you want to do with it? Now you have all traffic, you have campaign. I won't get too much detail into a complete review of Unless. I'll do other videos on other features. What I'm going to do is the all traffic model, and what that is going to detail is I can set up variations of that page, and Unless is going to detect where that person's coming from, their location, all these sorts of things. I'll show you, and I can set up a variation. This one, I'm going to change that call to action, download ebook for U.S. visitors. I'll do something like this. This is not an exact use case. I'm going to show you all the different use cases you could do. But you'll see here now I've got a variation of my home page. And what I can do is edit that page. So let's go ahead and edit that. And that's going to allow me to change my page based on the visitors that are coming in. Now notice the URL here. It's unless.com. I'm not actually editing I'm not in WordPress. I'm not changing the page. I don't have to have any special permissions or anything like that, which is why this is really cool. This is going to be dynamic modification of my page. But you'll see here as I hover, I could kind of come in here and I could, type in new messages. Welcome, whatever. You'll see my font slightly different. That's because I have special fonts on my domain that's not going to be on Unless. You don't have to worry about that. You'll see. I'll do this. I'll say welcome U.S. visitor. I'll just do a crazy type of scenario here. What I really want to show you is this button. Because this button, I mean, it's really easy to go and change text. I'm not impressed with that. That's nice. That's a great use case. You could do all sorts of things here. But what I'm going to show you in this video is I'm going to change actual text through custom JavaScript. So if you notice here, I can open up a panel where I could run all sorts of custom JavaScript, custom style sheets. I could do a lot of powerful things. And I actually talked to the guys at Unless and talked to their tech support and said, hey, if I want to change this this actual lead box, how can I do that? And they said, you know what? Here's some JavaScript code that you can use. And they were like, bam. Now they didn't actually say bam, but that's how I interpreted when they sent me this JavaScript. They were just like, bam, drop the mic, here it is. So what this is actually doing is this is a little bit of JavaScript that is going to take my lead box pop-up number, put in a different number, and then change the actual display text to be what I want it to be, which is download ebook in this case. So I'm going to actually copy this code. So I'm not going to pretend like I wrote this. Their support team actually gave this to me, which is really super cool. I'm going to paste this in there and save it. And now I've got two changes on this page. I've got the welcome US visitor, which I'm going to totally take that out. I'm just going to do that for this video. But what I'm going to do is publish this, and it'll give me now download ebook there. So now you'll see my draft is published. I'm going to go ahead and close this page down and come back over here. And now the second step is to set my audience up. When do I want, who do I want, and when do I want them to see that page change? Let's go up in the audience. Now this is where the power of unless comes in. You can set up triggers, add conditions, and you can kind of see here, I won't go through all of these, but time-based triggers, device-based triggers, do you want to show different information on a mobile versus a desktop, a tablet, a size of the screen, the browser choice. You want to hit people with different messages on different browsers. That's what retailers do. You can go and put something in your cart on a Safari browser, and you'll see a different price sometimes. That's been proven. You can base on the weather. Different shopping habits, if it's sunny or not sunny. Behavior. Are they a return visitor? If you know the page refer, are they coming to you from Facebook or Twitter? So you can just imagine all the use cases here. Parameters. You could do dynamic parameters based on UTM codes. Or if you're emailing somebody like a confirmation, and you could pass in what their name and email address would be. Lots of power. You can have all sorts of personalization. Just for demo purposes, because it's very easy for me to show you, I'm going to pick location. And I'm just going to do country code equals the US, because that's where I am, and that's going to be very easy for me to show you that change. So I'll do that. And you could do ors and ands and all sorts of power here. So that's where it is. That's the power there. Let's save this audience. And now you'll see I've got an audience and I've got an edit page. And this is the default. So if anybody right now from non-US sources would come to my website, it's just going to be the same basic website, the same page. I didn't change anything. And you'll see here you could even do control groups and all sorts of things. Now to distribute this, very simple. As I mentioned, I didn't change my WordPress site whatever at all. But you'll see here, I can use a plugin. I could do this on Shopify, Magneto. It's just a plain script. You just copy this one line of code, put it in your header. It's got to go. You can't use Google Tag Manager, and they explain that all to you why you can't do that here. I won't take the time to go into that. But they want to make sure they have it right above the head. You update your file, you clear your cache, and I've already done that. So that's how you set it up on your website. That's the only change you need to make to your actual website, is to put that unless script, that one line of script code in the head of your website. So I've installed that, and watch this. I'm going to go live. So now, if anybody from the US, I'm going to do this fast because I got some crazy stuff on my website with this change, but let's go out there. I'm going to open up a private browser window and go to techsmartboss.com. Now watch this. I'm from the US, and it's going to run that. And look at that. Welcome US visitor, download ebook. And now check this out. When I clicked on this before, it showed me that regular sign up page. Now when I click on this download ebook, look at that. It's a whole different lead box. It's now my ebook that I've got showing to this user from the US. Now this is a very super, almost stupid example that I'm showing you in this demo, but just think of all the potential that you can do where you can target people coming from different referrers, UTM campaigns. You're running your Facebook ads and your Google ads. You're sending out emails, and you can hyper personalize when they click to confirm something, or come to a very personalized web page. Or in my case, where I'm going to take this next, is I'm going to figure out how to integrate that custom JavaScript with my drip email, where I have tagged who I know are my customers, people who have already seen demos, people who have already done trials of my software, so that I can, or downloaded specific ebooks, so that when they hit my website the second time or the third time, I can give them very personalized experiences and recommend new ebooks and new call to actions for them. So I hope you give Unless a try. I hope you found this video informational. If you do like it, subscribe to our channel and be sure to go out to techsmartboss.com and go to all our social media networks and follow us and friend us, because we're doing some pretty cool stuff on those as well. So stay tuned for the next video.